vlog, and today I'm here at MG Motors and vlogging this, and this is the all new MG Hector Plus. So okay, I won't waste time and start this fast because there is very low capacity for my phone to vlog today. Let's just start it fast. So yeah, here. This is the big fat MG logo, what you see, observe at first, and here it's the front parking camera. This gets 360-degree camera as usual, as it was before, and this is what the MG calls it, the chrome diamond grill, something of that sort. And the black Strom gets the black grill, dark chrome grill. Okay. So below this bumper is not that, it's only a bit revised, only the grill has been changed and new feature added, the ADAS. This is the radar for the ADAS panel, and here as you can see the headlights, it's at the same before, but what they have done is, even for the Hector Plus, they have used the whole Hector's headlights. As you can see, it's the dynamic swipe indicator. I love this feature a lot, man. I love this feature. And this is for the high beam, this is for the low beam, and fog lamp right here. There is so much attention to detail. Even MG is written right here. I don't think you can see it as much, but this car looks better in a person than in video or photo. So this is the way the DRL is, and this will be switched to the dynamic swipe indicator. So as I said, I have to do this vlog fast, and sorry for the inconvenience. Now let's get to the side. And yeah, the side profile is same as before. Nothing has been changed in a dimension. They say it has been changed. Even mechanically, nothing has ever been changed. Only some feature add-ons and some stuff here and there only. It gets keyless entry for both the doors, and ORVM right here, 360-degree parking camera, the side camera, and the wheels, only the alloys has been changed, and it's the same as before, 215/55 R18. Only the alloy design has been changed, and for the black Strom it gets even better design, and also black red disc in that one. So let's get to the back. But the first thing what you'll notice is the lights. As I said, even the Hector Plus gets the same as what Hector got at the last time, but they have done this corrected treatment right here. Big fat MG logo and chrome running all the way. And here is the reverse parking camera, Hector Plus written right here. As it's so hot in Bangalore today, even this is black color, if I touch it, my hands will burn down like cooking some barbecue for sure. Here there's reflector treatment, same as here. And I one thing what I don't like about this car is it's fake treatment. Real exhaust is not here. Real exhaust is somewhere over there. Yeah, real exhaust is there. Yes, real exhaust is here. So there are so many fake treatment happening. Even this is fake. Yeah, as I said, there are so many fake treatments happening. Rear wiper, rear defogger, rear washer. This spoiler track kind of treatment here. This is for the high mount stop lamp as well. And let's open the boot. This also gets power tailgate like before. This boot is actually a bit slow to open, and you can actually set the height of the boot in the instrument cluster, which is again so smart. As this is MG Hector Plus, this is available in 6-seater, 7-seater, 6-seater and 7-seater. This particular model which I'm vlogging now is the 7-seater. And as I said, it's all in the same car, All 7-seater have this problem. This is so small that nobody can actually sit there except kids, and only for a bit of time. And let's put this seat down, because as we know, it's actually very, they just say it's a 7-seater, but it does not help that much. Cup holder and some space right there, and that is for the AC control. Again, AC vents right there, and even the third row gets seat belt. Of course, they have to. It's mandatory. And you have 12-volt charging socket right there. There's a light here as well. And let's open this. The loading lip is too high. for what I've seen. And where's the spare wheel? I'll show you where it is. So yeah, it's over here, and it's not even full size. It's not full size, and it's not even an alloy. So cost cutting has been done there as well. So actually, there are so many ways to close the boot. Okay, one of the way is to press this button, which everyone knows, or else you can just pull like this, and the boot automatically closes, which is a very good feature. And let's get to the rear seat right away. Now we are here at the back, and this car gets leather applause. I can't pronounce it. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it. Something leather stuff happening here, and it is two color treatment, dual tone treatment inside the car, and here you get some space to keep some stuff, and this is for the window control, of course. It gets infinity speakers, around 8 speakers I believe, and metal door handle right here, and even this locking thing, I love this. I love the way how it locks. And again, there is huge space right here. Even MG is very good at practicality, bottle holder, and you can keep other stuff. Again, big fat speaker with metal finishing. Almost in all MG cars there are metal finishing, man. I love it. But one thing again which disappointed me is it didn't get a sunlight. At least you could have offered a manual sunlight, or at least as an optional for it. No, they said no, we can't. So here, right here, there's a plate saying MG Boris Garages, which can be illuminated at the night. And let's sit inside and see how it is. So it's very comfortable. It's very comfortable, especially the leather seats. But sometimes I feel it's a bit too hard. So that doesn't matter that much, you know. But legroom is so much, under the support is so much, and headroom is adequate. There is magazine holder right here, but it's not scooped out as such. And AC vents right here. There is 5-volt charging socket here, which is A type, I believe. Yes, I don't know why MG is not giving C type at the back, which is a bit disappointing as well. And there is some storage to keep your phone right here, and the floor is flat, so 3 people can accommodate very easily at here. And I will go inside in just. Seat is one touch tumble, which is very good thing. But I had to be Bahubali power because I'm so weak. You know, I'm very weak. And as I said, even a child cannot sit here, man. There's no space. This is just ridiculous. Okay, but there is fan control over here. There are and it's illuminated. There are so many things. It gets 3-zone climate control. No, 2-zone climate control. I believe. Yeah, 2 zone. One for the front and second row, and one for the last row. Oh my God, there's no such thing known as space in the last row. This could have been done really better. What MG has done is they have taken the extra, put 2 more seats at the back, and call it a 7-seat. Another feature which I love is there is a lever here. You can pull this and put this part like this, and in just a second I want to show you something. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so I want to show you something. There is so much space right here that you can literally carry a house, man. It has excellent amount of space. If MG would have done something, even the 3rd row would be very spacious. See this, it's completely flat. You can carry a house, you can do camping, you can sleep here at the night. You can do, bro, this is amazing. This is really very good. But the thing which has disappointed me is the 3rd row. Even I cannot sit. I'm just a thin, skinny person. Even I cannot sit. I don't know how fatty people manage to sit here. I just don't understand. So as I said, there's a sensor at this side as well. And let's get into the front. So the same kind of seating over here, and it gets electric seat adjust, which is amazing. I think, yeah, 4-way electric seat adjust. Look at this, man. Amazing. There is so much tech in this car. Even the older version got that, but only for the driver seat. Then the driver side is 6-way adjustable, and the passenger side is 4-way adjustable. But still, electric adjust is electric adjust. How much of a way it is, right? It makes sense. Yes. Yes. Okay. Whatever. This screen is such big fat screen that it is 14-inch screen, and this is the largest in segment. If anyone would buy this car, I know for sure they would buy for two reasons. One is for the electric tailgate, and second one is for the screen. If even I would have bought it, I would have bought for the same reason for sure. And there is seat ventilation as well, which in this hot summer is really needed. Yeah, yeah. And this under the support is extended. You can't extend it you can't adjust it, but such a comfortable car, man. Even this, there's some hard plastic here. It could have been done better. And this glove box right here, airbag return right here, leather upholstery, whatever I said. And this is like a continued treatment for the AC, but it's not, as you know. And here, this is for parking sensors, and this is for the rear AC, which I showed, the second zone climate control, which is the third row, and ambient lighting here as well. I think it has got 8 colors ambient lighting, and this is for traction control off, and this is for hazard light. Actually, these boards should be that side, because as this is a Britain car owned by a Chinese company and it's usually made for UK markets, some things they have not changed. Well, that's okay. And okay, let's try some voice commands. Yeah, so there are many ways to open the sunroof, and one of the ways, hello MG,
Pardon?
show me the sky. Show me the sky. And it takes some time to, you know.
A few moments later.
Sorry, but I'm sorry. I'm having trouble understanding.
Sometimes it doesn't. MG? Hello MG.
Yes?
Open the sunroof. As you can see, sunroof is opening immediately, and as I said, there are many ways to open sunroof. There are 3 ways. The first way is this, and the second way is, it's amazing. I have not seen this in any car right now. And let's, here in the screen, we have to get to the car settings. Here you can actually control how much it has to be closed, like 40%, 50%, 60%, or close it completely. See this right here. This is ridiculous, man. It's so amazing. I just don't understand the tech offered by MG at all. It's amazing to say the least. And then there are so many vehicle settings. For example, for lamp, follow me home, find my car feedback, one touch lane changer, door opening warning, auto switch off. There's so many things. And ambient light, as I said, there are 8 colors, and you can actually, these colors are actually blinking because it's in rainbow mode right now. You can't see this ambient light in the day, but you can't see this ambient light in the day, but at the night you can see it amazingly well. And let's do one thing. MG, hello MG.
Yes?
Change the ambient color to yellow.
A few moments later.
As you can see, it has changed the color to yellow right now. And okay, let's see other things as well. Window, power down by remote key. I'll show you what is this actually. It's amazing. Then lock, all those things, tailgate, yeah. And you can set how much you want the tailgate to open. Yes, you can open it 50%, 100%, 80%. There's so many ways that you can open the tailgate. And side mirror, you can turn off auto folding or turn it on. So every feature they've given it. This screen is very loaded. And wiper maintenance, it does self maintenance for the wiper as well. And wireless phone charging here, this is where the wireless phone charging is. There is along 5-volt charging socket, and there is USB A as well. I don't think there is any USB C right here. And tire pressure monitoring system, it also shows how much hot is the tire or how much cool it is. it's amazing. But Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is I don't think it's a wireless. And this is the map. It's so fun to browse through this map. And the best thing is the earth is round in this map. Sometimes car makers forget that earth is round. Actually, yeah, it happens. But it's amazing. I love the quality of the map. And it gets SIM card in this, a Geo SIM card, but you have to recharge it. And let's get to the best part now. Yes, there are so many things, and you can also download apps in this as well. And the 360-degree camera, it takes some time to respond, I don't know why. And 3D, look at this, man, this is so good. But two things what I don't like about this. I'm in a car which is black color and it's showing it's white. And the thing is, it has only some angles, you can't rotate it freely, but still this looks amazing. And 2D, this is the front camera, rear camera, side camera, and yeah, side. So this is amazing. And there is settings as well, or dynamic, static, both, because whenever whenever it senses there are some car here using parking sensors, it automatically changes this in some speed as well. So this car is very much tech loaded. And this is the back button, and there are so many things to browse through. Amazing car. I can't just show it in one video today. So let's get to that side and see what's there. So here at the driver's side, I hope you people are don't yeah, whatever it is, because it's so sunny today and it's so bright. Sometimes some things cannot be done properly, so I'm really sad if there's some inconvenience happening. And this is for the wiper. Why am I telling wiper? Window control. I can't show every single thing right here because there's very less space in my phone. And again, 6-way adjustable electronic seat right here. And here, this is the controls for outside ORVM. You can fold it as well. And this is for the headlight leveling, I think so. And this is for the intensity of the instrument cluster. I hope you can see it. And this is to open the boot. This is another way to open the boot. There's some space right here. This is to open the fuel cap, and this is to open the hood. And this is the controls for the lights, and these are the controls for the wipers. There are so many things to browse through this. I don't think I can complete everything today. So this is, some things are jumbled up. Okay, I'll tell you. This is to browse through the screen. These are for the ADAS system, the adaptive cruise control. And this is to browse through this, I believe. Yes, yeah, whatever it is. It's so, well, let's just close this door for a second. And it's so jumbled up, I just can't understand. Yes, this button is true. These both are browsed to browse it to that. And as it gets ADAS, it can show. It's showing MG Hector right there, Hector plus or Hector. I don't think so. Whatever it is. And this is the tachometer. This is the speedometer. And there are tinted lights all over the place. And this car, whatever, yeah, this instrument cluster could have been done a bit more better. And there is dedicated button to open the sun blind as well, which is superb. And these are for the lights, and this is for the sunglass hold. Oh, there's already sunglass. And let's open the sunroof again, because I don't know, it brings in so much light in the car. Oh, you have to keep it pressed to open it, which is not that good. And you have to keep everything pressed to open. I don't think this is a good idea. And this is for AC Max. So let's just turn off AC. It's making a lot of sound, I know. And there's metro sound coming. So let's just close this thing. Well, I can just go here, the car, and sunroof, and just close it. Stay. Super. And here is the handbrake of the vehicle. There is storage space, which is deep enough though. And wait, I want the sunblind to be open. Yeah. So here it's deep, but not that bad. There's a 12-volt charging socket as well, and you can no. This is not sliding armrest. So this is usually what you see in MG Hector, but only the MG Hector gets toggle switches. There's not much difference. Only the main difference is this is 6 or 7 seater, and that is only 5 seater. So let's get out of the car and yeah. So this is the key of the car. This is to unlock, lock, and this is to open the door. As I said, there are many ways, and in 1 second I'm going to show you a cool feature. For example, if you keep this unlock button pressed, all the windows rolled out, and even the sunroof open. But another thing which I didn't understand is if you keep the lock button pressed, nothing will roll up. Only the sunroof will close. I didn't understand this feature at all, but okay. So this is an amazing car, fully technored car, and this vlog was done under supervision, and also in conditions or whatever you say, you know. And this vlog was done in a controlled environment as well. So if you like this vlog, please give it a thumbs up, that's the like button, and I'm very thankful for MG RR Nagar to give me this very beautiful opportunity from this beautiful car which is tech loaded. And so I'll speak about the powertrain of the car in just a second. So this car is available in 2 powertrains, which is the 1.5 liter turbo petrol engine and the 2 liter turbo diesel engine. No, not turbo, diesel engine, which is used in the cars like Jeep Compass and Harrier Safari. It produces 170 horsepower and 253 Newton meters of torque, around that. And diesel is only available with manual transmission. I know this is not a cheating. This is actually cheating. Why? I just don't understand why there's no automatic given. And petrol is available with both manual and CVT transmission. But DCV is not there. I would have loved to do so. If you are going to buy this car is an amazing car. This is all focused on comfort and features. But it will have that powerful engine. And that regard, it's time to end the vlog. If you like this vlog, please give a thumbs up, press like button, and please share this video to others, and please encourage me by subscribing the channel and more. I think you all love it. Bye bye.